It's quite easy usually to define indie games into one of a handful of preset genres: puzzle, platform, shoot 'em up, RPGs. Usually a few minutes playing a game is all you need to decide what a game is all about. But then you get games like Deep Space Rush. Released by Ratalaika Games for the PS4, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One and PS Vita, Deep Space Rush is a hybrid of several game genres. Built using the Construct engine, and the first of Ratalaika's console ports to be created with it, it's a blend of the procedurally generated Endless Runner and platform run-and-gun side-scrolling shoot-em-ups. The protagonist of the game is an unnamed member of the D-Team, a group that is tasked with protecting various scientific outposts from outbreaks of viruses. You've been sent out into space to clear these stations of these mutated viruses and all manner of aliens along the way, sealing off any cleared sections of the stations behind you, making you safe once more. Essentially, what follows is a side-scrolling shoot-em-up. Armed initially with a laser rifle, you have to progress through the randomly generated craft, eradicating anything that gets in your path, jumping over any traps or hazards in the way, and collecting coins that you find en route. You start with a finite amount of health, so you can only take a few hits from what lies ahead before it's game over, and you're given a breakdown of your score and statistics from that run at the end. As you move through the ship, sections close off behind you once you've cleared them. Each section has a different background colour to the one before it, so you know when you're coming near to the end, so this can help if you're being pursued and want to trap your attackers behind a wall. While this can be a great way to get to safety, these walls also stop you from running backwards, so you have to look ahead and always be on your guard for what lies ahead of you. At the start of each game, and at random intervals, shop units appear and you can use these to spend any coins that you've collected. Different pair-ups are available, along with new weapons to unlock and upgrade for use during the game. Once purchased, these are available for use permanently in every single run. One of the most important is the health upgrade, and each purchase adds an extra bar to your health meter. Each of the weapon purchases unlocks them for use in the game. Unlike normal weapons that are available for collection in other shoot-em-ups, Deep Space Rush works differently. Unlocked weapons appear randomly during the game, and picking them up swaps over to them automatically, but each is only available for a limited period until its ammunition runs out, before you revert back to your default weapon. You can upgrade each weapon's ammo capacity in the shop, but once you pick up a new weapon you have to think carefully over every shot to make them count. Once again, it's another retro-style game from Ratalaika, and for many of you this may be off-putting. Looking across their entire range, this visual style does seem to dominate the look of their titles, so those of you who aren't fans of retro games, or at least who don't love the retro look, may be disappointed with the look and feel of Deep Space Rush. Personally, I thought it worked quite well, and everything was detailed enough to be clear while still keeping the cute retro appeal. Add to the great sound effects and superb chip soundtrack and it left me quite happy, but again it's something that's down to personal taste. Those of you expecting your games to meet AAA standards certainly won't find that here, so we'll have to rely on its gameplay to win you over, and for the most part it does. The hybrid style of side-scrolling shooter and endless runner works surprisingly well, and captures the addictive qualities of both. I found the weapon system refreshing and really added something new to the genre as well. What did let it down wasn't the difficulty, which seemed to be reasonably well balanced, but the ease at which you could actually complete every challenge set for you by the game. For the PS Vita and PS4, Deep Space Rush is a trophy hunter's dream. While there aren't an incredible number of trophies to collect, they can all be obtained, including the all-important Platinum, in around 30 minutes. There are no special requirements to accomplish this either. Simply play the game repeatedly, buying and upgrading your weapons as your funds grow, and they'll unlock as you go along. In fact, longevity and replayability is the game's real issue. Beyond the trophies, I doubt that it will take more than an hour of play in total to obtain all of these and upgrade all of the weapons and power-ups to maximum. That leaves players with nothing new to achieve from repeat play beyond beating their own high scores. While the game doesn't lend itself to more diverse gameplay options, what Deep Space Rush needed was a slower upgrade system and tougher trophies. More objectives couldn't be added, but if an attrition system needed to be used, then higher goals needed to be set. One option to extend the game's lifespan could have been to have added a randomised mission system akin to games like Jetpack Joyride, and while that didn't add anything to the gameplay, it did encourage repeat play and beyond completing the core game. Don't get me wrong, I had a lot of fun playing the game, but I can see that even the procedurally generated nature of the game may not be enough to keep people coming back to it without any goals or challenges to strive for. And that's a crying shame, because it's an addictive platform shooter with a lot going for it. The weapon system is original, it's fast and frantic, and the different alien types really do bring their own unique attributes to the game rather than just their appearance, as in so many other games. Overall, it's a fun game, but don't expect this to be one you'll be coming back to over and over again. It's a great budget buy on the PlayStation platforms for trophy hunters, and even more so being a cross-buy title. It's a fun game and it's available for a wallet-friendly price, but sadly in this case you get the longevity to match. The review copy for this game was provided by Ratalaika Games themselves, and our score is coming right up.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click on the like button and leave us a comment below. Also, spare a moment to share this video on Twitter, Facebook and all your social media pages. To get updates on all of our latest videos delivered straight to your inbox, subscribe now using the link on the screen.